What's up and welcome to the video. I'm Dr. Daniel Ricciardi, gut health expert, licensed pharmacist, fitness enthusiast, and creator of SIBO Shortcut. It's February, which means Valentine's Day is this month, and to stay on theme, it wouldn't be right without doing a video on loving your gut. So today we're going to be talking about several key topics relating to loving your gut, including 1, why you should care about this even if you don't have gut issues, 2, signs of an unhealthy gut, 3, healthy habits for better gut health, and then 4, foods to eat for better gut health. Let's get started. Number 1 is the importance of gut health and why maintaining good gut health is crucial for overall well-being. Did you know that the majority of your immune system is actually located in your small intestine? To put this in perspective, imagine back when you were a kid. Did you have fire drills at your school? I'm assuming this is done most places, but possibly not. If your experience was anything like mine, most likely your fire drill experience including an extremely loud siren going off without any prior notice during class that was so loud that it made your ears ring. Then you had to exit the school and wait outside until the drill ended. Obviously, it's an important safety procedure that was done, but it still disrupted the class and everything that you were previously doing, even though there was no actual danger, hopefully. If you don't have a healthy gut, your body may be having this fire drill type response all the time to things that it should not be responding to. Only instead of having to wait outside, it may be a skin rash, loose stools, chronic fatigue, mental health problems, or a variety of other things. Hope this makes sense. Continuing on why gut health is important, let's talk about digestion, or even take it a step further and say digestion and absorption. Your body's kind of like your house or your apartment. When you have enough time, you're able to keep everything clean and in good working order. There's no dishes in the sink, the bathroom mirror is cleaned, and the floors are vacuumed. The exact same goes for your body. If you're able to digest and absorb enough vitamins, minerals, and nutrients, your body is way more likely to have what it needs to function effectively, and you're less likely to develop various symptoms. Because if you're not digesting and absorbing vitamins, minerals, nutrients properly, your body may begin to have to pick and choose essentially which chores to do and which ones to skip. It may think to itself, okay, on one hand, we have this really bad infection that we need to deal with, but on the other hand, we do enjoy having nice skin and nails. We don't have nearly enough zinc to do both. So in the meantime, because we have this infection, we're going to use our zinc for creating white blood cells to help fight the infection, and we just won't worry about the skin or nails right now. We'll deal with those later. If you're deficient on nutrients, this picking and choosing can be happening constantly and can be the reason why you have a variety of different symptoms that don't even seem to make sense. A third reason that having good gut health is that it plays a role in mood and mental health. Per this 2022 review by the Journal of Microorganisms, gut bacteria use primarily GABA, dopamine, norepinephrine, serotonin, and histamine to communicate with the central nervous system. All these molecules I just said are known as neurotransmitters, aka signaling molecules in the body. You may have heard of dopamine and serotonin and how they're needed for better mental health. It's actually estimated that 50% of dopamine and a whopping 90% or even more of serotonin are actually created in the small intestine and not the brain. This study goes on to say signals generated by these neurotransmitters and molecules are transported to the brain via afferent nerve fibers. In response, the brain sends back to enterochromaffin cells and enteroendocrine cells in the gut wall and the mucosal immune system via efferent vagus nerve fibers. Activation of the vagus nerve improves the integrity of the gut wall, reduces peripheral inflammation, and inhibits the release of pro-inflammatory cytokines. Essentially, the microbes of the gut microbiome send information to your brain, essentially share how things are going over in the small intestine. When your microbiome has good news to report to your brain in return signals for less inflammation and less of these inflammatory cytokine molecules to be produced. These molecules are often responsible for a lot of the symptoms that you feel, whether it be digestive symptoms or non-digestive symptoms. And the last reason I'm going to talk about why gut health is important is its role in weight management and weight loss. There's countless research studies on this, and the majority of the research seems to suggest that there is a correlation between good gut health and proper weight. A few things to keep in mind are 1, your diet can directly impact your microbiome. 2, your microbiome can directly impact your weight. And then 3, people who are overweight or obese typically have a less diverse microbiome. This 2022 meta-analysis from the Journal of Gut Microbes also looked at 47 studies involving the association of weight loss with gut microbiome. An interesting finding was that weight loss was associated with a statistically significant reduction in intestinal permeability. This basically means that losing weight helps with leaky gut. Obviously, nobody wants to or is choosing to be be overweight or obese, but because we're all here to improve our health and feel our best, it's definitely relevant information to mention. Okay, hopefully I sold you on the importance of loving your gut by now. If I haven't, you could probably stop watching the video because I definitely don't think you're going to find the rest of it to be useful. The next section of the video, number 2, signs of an unhealthy gut. There's basically only a handful of ways that your gut can tell you that there's something wrong, at least in terms of digestive symptoms. In general, they're diarrhea or loose stools, constipation, bloating, abdominal pain or discomfort, and nausea and vomiting. You can argue that there's some more subcategories in each of these, but in general, it's these 5. And having one or more of these usually indicates that something is off. Other signs of gut health possibly needing to be improved are frequent infections. Constantly being sick may be a sign that your gut health isn't where it needs to be, especially if you're taking multiple rounds of antibiotics over and over. Mood disturbances is another reason. Mental health symptoms also may be related to poor gut health. This 2023 review by Pharmaceuticals Journal looked at the relationship between the gut microbiome and anxiety and depression. It found that epidemiology research has demonstrated the protective benefits of modified diets, fish and omega-3 fatty acid intake, probiotics, prebiotics, symbiotics, postbiotics, fecal microbiota transplantation, which is stool transplant, and 5-HTP, which is serotonin regulation against anxiety and depression. The fact that all of these interventions seem to help with anxiety and depression highlights the importance of gut health. And there's countless other studies on this topic as well, not just this one. And the last sign that I'll mention that may be an indicator of poor gut health is skin issues. While it can be really easy just to label a skin problem as an issue with the skin, which technically it is, oftentimes there's a problem on the inside of your body that's manifesting itself as an issue on the outside of your body, aka your skin. Conditions such as psoriasis, acne, eczema, rosacea, dermatitis often are a sign that there's something not right with your gut. All right, moving on to section number 3, healthy habits for loving your gut. 3 really good healthy habits that have nothing to do with food or eating are sleep, stress management, and social connection. You may be thinking, all right, but what pills or supplements should I be taking? But I found in my personal experience, some of these simple, boring things that you don't necessarily want to do typically seem to work best. Starting with number 1, sleep. I don't know if you're sleeping great right now or poorly. Either way, here's 11 things you can do to help improve your sleep that don't involve taking pills. Moving on to the stress management strategy. Just try to find something that you enjoy doing daily. It doesn't have to be a meditation. Some other things that are good are exercise or lifting weights, walking, spending time in nature, playing with your kids, journaling. There's no real right or wrong answer on this. And then in terms of social connection, just spending more time around people that love and support you. Hopefully you're lucky enough to have people that do fall into this category, because having good social connection is critical for mental health. And mental health and physical health are very interconnected. It's really difficult to have good physical health without good mental health. Number 4, foods for gut health. So I don't actually believe in such things as superfoods. I think this term kind of seems to suggest that eating this food is going to make you healthy all by itself, which is usually not the case. However, if a food, 1, is high in nutrients and 2, does not cause inflammation, these are the types of foods that we want to be eating. I found the type of food that do these 2 things tends to be real, whole, single ingredient foods, which means that it doesn't have any extra added ingredients in it. If you were to look at the ingredient label, it would just have 1 ingredient listed, such as apple, eggs, beef, or maybe even doesn't have an ingredient list at all. With that said, the foods that I eat the most, both because I enjoy the taste and I know they're nutritious, include beef, chicken, sardines, whole eggs with the yolks, Greek yogurt, blueberries, bananas, pineapple, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, carrots, sweet potatoes, almonds, and also almond flour for baking, collagen protein, and fresh herbs such as cilantro and parsley. This isn't everything I eat, but these are the foods that I tend to eat the most. That is all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to my channel for more gut health related content. And if you're new here, I post a full-length video every Monday and YouTube Shorts daily throughout the week. Since you stuck around till the end, I think you'll really enjoy one of these 2 videos next. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.